What was your I'm dating, married to a idiot moment? She thinks that north is always uphill, so prefers to walk south. Girl I was dating was making nachos and shredding cheese. She cuts herself and blood gets on the cheese and the shredder. As she gets a band-aid, I pick up the cheese and as I am throwing it away, she freaks out as now I may have AIDS. Like what? She is hard freaking out that I just got exposed to AIDS and I needed to get medical attention. After talking, it turns out she thought AIDS was everywhere. Like any blood outside the body could just magically get it. Her stupidity was a relief that night. We served in the U.S. Peace Corps together in Uganda. One day, it was really sunny out, like we lived within 50 miles of the equator sunny. She says, the moon is going to be really bright tonight. I asked what she meant, and she said since it's so sunny, the moon is absorbing all the light and will illuminate brighter when it's dark. We argued about this and ended up talking to her mother on the phone. She confirmed her daughter's hypothesis. My partner was grunting and groaning at the bin. He said, we need new bin bags, these ones you've bought don't bloody fit. Went over to see what was going on and he had a roll of small black dog poo bags in his hand with one unfurled trying to work out why it wouldn't fit in the bin. There were bin bags, he'd just picked up the wrong roll and instead of realizing, tried to get a dog poo bag in a bin 50 times bigger. He thought potatoes never go bad because his mom always kept a bag in the pantry. I asked him if they ate a lot of potatoes and he said yes. They have a large family with 6 kids and it still didn't click. Love my wife, but South Dakota is not north of North Dakota. I dated a guy in college who visited me in my rural hometown and asked what the animals in the neighbor's field were. I said, cows, in a you must be shitting me level of disbelief. He proceeded to tell me they can't be cows because cows are black and white and these animals were all brown. I had to pull up Google to prove to him that brown cows existed. I could maybe understand if he'd been from a city, but he told me he was from a rural suburb, not a city, so I guess he was just an idiot. My wife went to the store to get cilantro for our tacos. She came home with parsley. Easy mistake, they look similar if you don't look closely enough. I told her she bought parsley. She was convinced it was cilantro. I had her taste it. I showed her the tag on the bundle that said parsley. She reluctantly went back to the store to get cilantro. She came home with another bundle of parsley. I love this woman, but this moment I was questioning everything about her problem solving skills. The good news is, she has never brought home parsley again. My husband was feeling unwell and began Googling his symptoms. After a while of silence, he suddenly turns to me in a panic and says, I think I have preeclampsia. My ex thought wind turbines spun because they were powered by electricity. She has since got a degree and I don't have one, so I'm not sure what that makes me. My boyfriend refused to eat basil the first had bought from the grocery store because it was a full plant. I was keeping it outside and he insisted that he would not eat dirty food. I asked where he thought farmers kept produce and he said that they has special areas for food to grow that was sterilized, but my plant was not food grade. I just looked at him with a dumbfounded look. I didn't know how to respond. While we were moving, my ex-wife asked me who we needed to contact to change our email address. Promise this isn't a bad attempt at a joke, this really happened when we moved to a new house in the same region of our state. We both had been using Hotmail at the time, which made this funnier, to me at least. Having a discussion with my wife about not using certain Christmas tree decorations because they were glass and we had small kids. Her, they're not glass. Me, they are though. Her, no they're not. See? Proceeds to drop one straight onto the hardwood floor. Smash. Me. Her. Me, with deadest straight face I have ever managed in my life. I'll get the broom. And that is why we are still married. My husband thought people whistled when they set off fireworks. He didn't realize the fireworks themselves whistles. Though that was one of his more harmless stupidities. On a camping trip, she was worried about parking the car on the grass because she thought the grass was going to grow, puncturing and flattening the tires.